Hi boy, it's TEMPHUiBIS here, and today's the first Q&A of 2012, and got some questions here. So what I'm going to do is answer the questions. First we've got bboyagenttekken asking, so who will your teams be for Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and why? And he says, by the way, it comes out in holiday season, most likely December. Most likely December, you know. The funny thing is, it's already out on the arcades in Japan. Everyone wonders why I want to move to Japan. Anyway, now what are the teams that I use? I'm obviously going to use King and Armor King and Craig Marduk, and King and Marduk. And maybe I might try JC out as well, because I mean she looks like she's great, and you know I'm a pretty big fan of Lucha Libre, and you know, so there's a bit of biasness there. I'll probably just try her out, and if she's good and I can actually do well with her, then what I'm going to do is put her moves, probably put her with King or Armor King or Craig Marduk. And why those characters? Because those are the characters I use. I use King, I use Armor King, I use Marduk as well, and I try my, and I think I mean those are good characters. The moves are great, and I've worked myself well when I do brilliant with them. And also King and Armor King, both wrestlers, you know, in Tekken Tag Tournament 1 they had a brilliant tag team move. I can imagine the tag team moves this one will have. Now that King and Marduk has now created this alliance sort of thing, and they both work together, they might have some wicked tag moves together. So I'd love to see that. That'd be terrific, really. And second, do you ever party at a nightclub, a bar or something like that in New Year's Eve in general? Not really. I'm not a partying person at all, really, so I don't go party New Year's Eve in general. Martino007 asks, if Mortal Kombat 3 and a Tekken 2 movie, whether it's live action or the animated one known as Tekken Blood Vengeance with a tournament this time, was out, would you go and see it? Yeah, I would. Tekken Blood Vengeance was a fantastic film, by the way, very fantastic. I think it's about time, yeah, I actually do a video where I really talk about Tekken Hybrid in general. And basically, even if a film comes out and it does very, very rubbish, but it's about a project that I like, I might give it the benefit of the doubt and hope that a sequel could fix it up and make it better. I know that didn't actually happen with Street Fighter. They made a Street Fighter film after the first one and it was very, very... God, I don't even know what to say. But Tekken Blood Vengeance, right, yeah? A new Tekken film, I'm probably going to give it the benefit of the doubt and hopefully that they got some people who's involved in Tekken working on the film with them as well to help it become a bit better. You know, that's why Tekken Blood Vengeance I think was fantastic, because it had people from Namco with them. I mean, they basically made it. And second question here is, what is your favourite Mortal Kombat fatality out of all the games, and why is that? I think probably my favourite, there are some Mortal Kombat fatalities that they look fantastic, they look disgusting, they look scary, but then there are some I feel that don't look that painful. Which, I mean, some are painful, yeah, like you can imagine the pain they have just before they die, but there are ones which I think just look brutal, and you couldn't just imagine that as well. I think probably my best might be Reptile's one in Shaolin Monks, where he jumps on you in a proper MMA ground and pound style, but you know he's got claws ripping your face apart and then rips your head off. You know, that's scary to be on the bottom like that, yeah, knowing that something like that is on your face, ready to rip your face off until you're dead. That's scary, that's brutal, and you know, it's definitely my type of finishers. I wish they would have had that finisher in Mortal Kombat 9. with the new Mortal Kombat, should I say. I always keep saying 9, but it's not called Mortal Kombat. Andy14324 asks, what exactly is Kabab? He put a typo there, he's put Kabab. It's Kebab. Kebab. Now it's hard to explain what exactly it is here, because there's, all I can just say is just fantastic meat that just tastes fantastic. Because loads of people say that it's all meat grinded from all this and all into one. Some people say that it's all of this and that. Some people say it's all disgusting parts, this and that, yeah, all into one. No one knows what the real truth is, really. And personally, because it tastes so damn good, I don't really care what it is, really. There's so many different ways you could have kebab, where they usually will slice it up and then in wooden pieces, or they have it on the stick type thing, you eat it from there. So many different ways, really. So what you need to do is type it in Google, have a look at all the different pictures, you know, try typing in kebab and chips as well, because then you'll see the different ways they cut it when they put it with chips, or if they leave it on its own. But it's really good. It's really good. And the second question is, what game were you best on arcade? Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, or Mortal Kombat 4, and why? Just to let you know, I've only played Mortal Kombat 2 in the arcade. I've never played any others in the arcade. When I was that age, when games were coming out, I wasn't really playing games in the arcade much. You know, we didn't have much arcades around here. I wasn't allowed to go to London, you know, to like central London, you know what I mean? I wasn't allowed to go there to play the arcades then at the age as I was. I mean, I was about 7 or 8 years old when Mortal Kombat 2 came out. I wasn't even allowed to play the game, let alone go to arcades and play it. But anyway, like I said already, Mortal Kombat 2 is the only game I've played in the arcade, so you might as well just say that's the best game I've played in an arcade. So that's what I can say on that one. And htaste asks here, what is a man? That's a question I find it pretty hard to answer, because there's so many different meanings. You know, a man who takes responsibility to do things, you know. A man looks after his woman. A man never beats up women. A man is over 18 years old. You know, there's so many things, really. I just think, if you're a man, believe you're a man, and you should be fine, really. So I really can't say anything about that one. That was a real hard situation. And he asked me, Temph, what is best in life? What's best in life is enjoying your life. In my personal opinion, if you're not really enjoying your life, there's no point living it. And sadly, there's stories out there that always seems to prove my case. I hate to bring this up, but you know what I always see, right? I always see some people commit suicide, and then their families always say, oh my god, we didn't know yet that he was sad with life. He has a lovely beautiful job, a lovely beautiful life, and we didn't expect that he was this depressed. You know, people seem to see, the thing is, they said, yeah, that he has a good job, and they feel that his life is great. I've always noticed, when someone has a job, everyone around them is happy, but they don't even know if the guy's happy himself. You could be doing a job that you like. You could be doing a job, yeah, that's earning you money, that you're surviving with, yeah. But are you really enjoying life? You know, some people are, some people isn't really. And I always believe it's always best in life to make sure whatever you're doing in life, make sure you're enjoying it. You know, otherwise you're just going to keep getting situations like that, sadly. I hate to bring it up here, but that's what I think is kind of true. Now, TeddyPicker5057 asks, what do you think of the Silent Hill soundtracks by Akira Yamaoka? some of the Silent Hill soundtracks, yeah, I like the music in them. I like the drone type of effects. It's certain effects where I've tried to make music really, but I'm not as good as him. It's not my best soundtracks ever, really. My best soundtracks like Streets of Rage music, Sonic music, those ones. But Silent Hill soundtracks though, I do like the unique sound in them, and I like the sounds itself in Silent Hill. What Akira Yamaoka has done as well. The question here: are you into the band Kasabian at all? Unfortunately, no. I remember hearing a couple of songs. Really, they weren't songs I hated, but they just weren't ones I liked really either. I just weren't really feeling any. Maybe there's probably a rare song from them that I could probably love from them that I just haven't heard yet. And Squeaky4cc asked, "What the hell are you doing on the Akinator? I thought I tried to see if it recognised you, and it did. It even had your pickup. What's your take on this?" Well, to be honest, that sounds fantastic, but I actually tried the Akinator and I tried to find myself on it. I didn't see myself. Was you doing the web one, or was you doing the actual the app? I know it's on the iPhone. Was you doing the app version or the website? Because the website didn't recognise me. As I was going through it, later on it just cut off and just said, "Oh, sorry, I'm lost. Can you start again?" And then when I clicked play to start again, yeah, it actually said, "Oh, sorry, I need to think here. You come back in a few minutes." I thought, why is it trying it? So, but if I really am on it, then that is absolutely fantastic. It's like I don't feel I'm a famous person, but if it's got me on there, that's pretty cool. Second, would you ever consider growing your hair again? I saw your pic on Facebook and was shocked you grew it. Why the cut? The thing is, man, having that hair was completely hard. It was hard. Gosh, I remember how hard it was just to take a shower. Man, the hair was like, my hair was all out here, boy, trying to doing everything that. And what was annoying was when my cousin did my hair for me. She used to do cane rows and stuff, wicked, proper, terrific. And then it looks fantastic, but my hair is more straighter than most black people. It's not as curly as most black guys, which is quite odd. And my hair would just come out of the cane rows just in 2 days. Like in about 2 days after she's done it, it already looks all muffed and stuff. You think to yourself, I'm going through all of this combing and trying to wash the hair and doing all this and going through all that rigmarole just to have one beautiful day, and which is the day she does it, where I look perfect. I thought to myself, it's just not worth it. Maybe I could grow my hair again if I find any other different hairstyles that I would like. Maybe we'll see what happens, but I'm glad I cut it, because I'd rather keep to the short hair with the lightning strike there. If you saw that, that's how I enjoy it. That's how I enjoy it, really. Zaid12 asks, what are your thoughts on Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City? I personally don't like the idea of it just being a shooter where you kill zombies, not an actual horror game. I may or may not try it. It's been done a million times before. Yes, it has. You're definitely right about that. I was watching a gameplay video and it looked like Gears of War. And in fact, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact here that you were sort of inside. I mean, the gameplay video I saw, they were inside some sort of they were in the police station. It looked a little bit different to the police station. But it looked like some sort of dark mansion. If it wasn't for the fact that they were in there, if they were outside, I would have just thought that was a Call of Duty game straight away, but not first person, just third person, basically. It just looked like another one of those generic shooters, and I'm not going to lie, I agree with you there. I guess it's pretty. I guess what I did like, what was quite, it looked a bit different, was the fact that you're shooting other guys in the army or whatever. You're shooting those guys, and you're shooting zombies, and then there are points where they're even having troubles with the zombies themselves, and you could shoot them both. They're shooting each other, they're fighting each other, so it gives, I guess it does give a bit of a cool bit of war. It has its lickers in the game. It does keep some of the Resident Evil aspects in the game. I guess the one thing I am going to understand is, yeah, they are trying to make Resident Evil a really good big story that, you know, I mean, I never really care about storyline in games, but I understand if that's what they want to do with it. And I can imagine how, yeah, Leon is in the city doing all this over there. Leon's not the only human in the city. There's got to be other humans. So you've got those people doing it there and destroying the evidence. Trying to, I guess I can see the complex story they're trying to do there. It's not my type of thing, but you know what? I'm actually going to give the game a try. I'm going to give it. I'll try it. I'll play it. I'll probably get it. What are some of the games on the PS3 that you think should be cross-game compatible with Vita? And by that I mean someone on Vita playing against someone on the PS3. I think Street Fighter X, Tekken and FIFA should be among them. Alright, now, okay, now, do you mean like if I'm playing on the PS3 here and my friend is behind me and he's playing on the Vita, we're in the same rooms, like local, that way? Do you mean like that? Or do you mean I'm playing PS3 online and he's at his house using the PS Vita to his Wi-Fi? Because if we're going to look at gaming like that, if it's online, I say any multiplayer game should be cross-game compatible. If you're talking local multiplayer here like this, I wouldn't say a game like Grand Theft Auto multiplayer or first-person shooters or any type of thing, because it's like the person with the game with the PS Vita can see what he's doing and see what you're doing, because he could be sitting here playing. He has the little screen in front of him and he has the big screen right there. Okay, you can't see it because my laptop's in the way. Yeah, but you know, there's my TV. Yeah, he can see this playing the PS Vita and he's got the TV right there. I would probably be sitting here and I see the big TV, but I don't see the little PS Vita on there. So that means he has the advantage. Yeah, he can see what I'm doing if I'm hiding behind a corner getting ready to come out and shoot him, type of thing. So that's kind of out of order there, so those games wouldn't work. But for games like Tekken and FIFA, like you said, that would be perfect. I'd say, yeah, all different games like that, you know. Is there any other games? Well, co-op games as well. Yeah, I guess it'll be terrific. It have to be obviously games that don't use all of the buttons. I can't remember if the PS Vita has 2 shoulder buttons on each side. It shouldn't do, or does it? I've never really took a look at the Vita, to be honest. You know, because I noticed I'm coming out of handhelds anyway. They break my neck. Any game I want, really. I just want to get on the PlayStation or PSN, depends what it comes out on. But that's what I got to say about it. So hope that's answered your question, guys. Zaid, and guess what? That's last of the questions. It was quite pretty short this time. Not many people have been giving questions. I don't know. Is people getting bored of the Q&A? But that's all I've got to say, guys. Yeah, thanks very much. My next video, I ain't got an idea what my next video is going to be. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it'll come out soon. So that's all I've got to say, guys. Thanks very much. I'll see you all later. Love who you are.